almost 3 years ago, we did the LA Vegan Beer Fest with a blogger friend of ours called corygirl.com, and my friend Tony Yanao, who owns Golden Road and also Mohawk Bend and Tony Starts Away. And I watched him just get so excited about beer 3 or 4 years ago, and he would come over with 6 or 7 beers and different bottles and be pouring them, and I'd be like, this is horrible. And so I slowly said, okay, I'm going to drink this IPA. You know, every week I'm going to have an IPA. And I was like, this is not a good beer. This is not a good beer. It's okay. It's okay. Wow, I really want an IPA today. So I personally went through this kind of growth with beer and understanding that there's so many different kinds and the complexities of the different beers. So we just, you know, being a vegan, Cory Girl was vegan, Tony's vegan, we had this common bond, and then we started to drink a lot of beer together and said, why don't we bring the two ideas together? Tony's like, I'll get the beer. Cory Girl's like, I'll get the vegan food. And I said, I'll get the bands and the Roxy. So we all kind of came together for Vegan Beer Fest. And the first Vegan Beer Fest, I met the guys from Karl Strauss, and they were part of, they were one of the beers that they were handing out. And the guy, I went up to them, I think it was the first one I went up to, and he's like, actually, why don't you go try all the other beers first and then come back to this one, because it's going to be your favorite. And he was right. So this idea came about, you know, in thinking about the brand of the Roxy, and we had this idea, why don't we do our own beer? And so naturally, we had a relationship with Karl Strauss, went down to them and said, we want to create a beer that kind of introduces people to craft beer, but that they can drink, you know, that a great first beer. So we just worked on a couple different flavor profiles, and we ended up with number 1, which is our first beer from the Roxy.